Good day, everybody. I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 4 English lesson on coordinating conjunctions. And before we start, we're going to log on to aplusstudents.ca. Once you've logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, all right. So we said that we are doing coordinating conjunctions. So we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to select the subject of coordinating, or let's say the chapter of coordinating conjunction. We're going to do grade 4. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to our chapter over here of coordinating conjunction. All right. So when it comes to coordinating conjunction, right? Or let's say before we even go there, here we have our chapter is coordinating conjunction. Our subject is English language arts. All right. So our lessons that we are going to be focusing on today under the chapter of coordinating conjunctions is to identify coordinating conjunctions, and we're going to use coordinating conjunctions, and that is under the chapter of coordinating conjunctions. This is grade 4, not grade 6. Grade 6 is the last class. I think it's like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., I think. Yeah, I think that is the last class. I think that is 6 o'clock. That is grade 6, sorry. All right, so when it comes to our coordinating conjunctions, right? A coordinating conjunction, it is used to connect words, it's used to connect phrases, or it's even used to connect simple sentences. That is a coordinating conjunction. It is used to connect words, phrases, and simple sentences. All right. So we said coordinating conjunctions, it is used to connect words, it's used to connect phrases, and it is used to connect simple sentences. And some of our most common coordinating conjunctions are words like and, but, or, so. That is our most common conjunctions, basically coordinating conjunctions, which is and, but, or, so. All right. So we see that we are doing coordinating conjunctions, and coordinating conjunctions, it's used to connect words, it's used to connect phrases, and it's used to connect simple sentences. All right. So, guys, when it comes to coordinating conjunctions, right? So, we have simple sentences. Sometimes, if we have one sentence that is joined by two sentences, right? Then we have our coordinating conjunction in the middle of the two sentences because now we need to add a comma and a punctuation mark. Because if we, for example, add two independent clauses, right? All right. So we have simple sentences, which we can also say independent clauses. And when it comes to coordinating conjunction, we can connect these independent clauses, right? By adding a conjunction. And then it's almost like it makes it one sentence, right? But it's basically two sentences that can basically stand on its own. And we see that once again, some coordinating conjunctions or words like and. All right. So now we're going to aplusstudents.ca where we are going to look at possible activities and examples on how to use coordinating conjunctions. And remember we said that it joins simple sentences, it joins the phrases, right? So we're going to identify coordinating conjunctions that join words, that join phrases. All right. So once again, we said coordinating conjunctions. It's used to connect words, phrases, and simple sentences. And some common coordinating conjunctions are and, but, or, also. If we look at this one sentence, right, here it says select the coordinating conjunction. It says Emmett wants to be an astronaut. So he reads books about space. We need to select the coordinating conjunction in that sentence. All right. And remember keeping in mind, right, our common coordinating conjunction. So now, if we need to select our coordinating conjunction within that sentence, we need to keep in mind our coordinating conjunctions. It says Emmett wants to be an astronaut, so he reads books about space. All right. It says Emmett wants to be an astronaut. So he reads about books. He reads books about space. And if we were to select our coordinating conjunction within that sentence, then we will say so is our coordinating conjunction. Remember we said our coordinating conjunctions is words like so. All right. So here we have selected the coordinating conjunction within that sentence. All right, so is our coordinating conjunction. So, it says, Dad ran out of material. So, he made my curtains from sheets. So, Dad ran out of material. So, he made my cousins, he made my curtains, sorry, from sheets. All right, we need to select the coordinating conjunction within that sentence. Dad ran out of materials, so he made my curtains from sheets. What is the coordinating conjunction? All right, and if we were to select our, all right, yet says Mr. Nicholas was an honest man, but a lazy one too. So Mr. Nicholas was an honest man, but a lazy one too. And before we continue, guys, remember we said coordinating conjunctions. It either joins words. All right. Remember we said that keeping in mind that we are joining sentences or we're joining phrases or words, right? And when it comes to our coordinating conjunctions, then it is words like and, but, or, so. And it is used to connect phrases, simple sentences, words, right? Let us look at this one. It says, Mr. Nicholson was an honest man, but a lazy one too. So Mr. Nicholas was an honest man, but a lazy one too. All right. So now we're going to, if we look at the coordinating conjunction, we had to select the coordinating conjunction based on where it is within a sentence. So now we're going to our test where we are going to select where the coordinating conjunction is within those clauses. All right. If we look at the sentence, it says we need to identify the coordinating conjunction. Remember, before we continue, coordinating conjunctions are words like and, but, or so. My aunt and uncle saw giraffes in Serengeti National Park. We need to select the coordinating conjunction. My aunt and uncle saw giraffes in Serengeti National Park. Is it option one and? All right. And if we were to select the coordinating conjunction within that sentence, it says, my aunt and uncle saw giraffes in Serengeti National Park. What is our coordinating conjunction? Is it and or is it in? All right. Remember, we our words that we use that we are looking for is either and, but, or so. It says, my aunt and uncle saw giraffes in Serengeti National Park. And we can say and is that word that joins that two words. Because it joins aunt and it joins uncle. Yes, well done. Option one is correct. Well done. The next one says, I would come over, but I must do my chores. All right. The next one says, I would come over, but I must do my chores. I would come over, but I must do my chores. If we were to select the coordinating conjunction, is it option one, but, or option two, do? But or do. our coordinating conjunction. So is it option one, but, or option two, do? So I would come over, but I must do my homework. Option one or option two? All right, then if we were to choose the correct one, we would say it is option one. Well done. But is correct. We can choose happiness or we can be unhappy. We can choose happiness or we can be unhappy. Option one or option two, we. Which one is the coordinating conjunction? Option one, or option two, we. All right, so or option one or we option two. We need to choose the coordinating conjunction. We can choose happiness or we can be unhappy. Or we. All right, then if we choose the correct option, we will go with or, because that is our coordinating conjunction. Well done. The next one says Abe smiled at the woman, but he could not understand her. So Abe smiled at the woman, but he could not understand her. So Abe smiled at the woman, but he could not understand her. Is that option one, but, or option two, he? So coordinating conjunction, is it but or is it he? But option one or he option two? All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, we will go with option one. But he could not understand her. Let's look at the next one. It says the magician was a funny performer. So we say the magician was funny performer and his tricks were amazing. We need to choose either and or his. Option one and or option two his. right. So if we were to select the correct coordinating conjunction that says the magician was a funny performer, then yes, we will say and his tricks were amazing. Well done. All right. Yeah, it says we're now going to the next one, which is to use coordinating conjunction. We first had to identify coordinating conjunctions, and when we identify coordinating conjunctions, it's like where we have our sentences and you just underline where the conjunction is within the, like, basically in the sentence, right? So now we're going to use coordinating conjunctions. And before we continue, coordinating conjunction, it joins words, phrases, and simple sentences. All right. So we're going to now use, when we say we use, and we're either going to add the coordinating conjunction to complete the sentence, right? So we're going to add, that is using a coordinating conjunction. And remember, we said coordinating conjunctions are words like and, but, or, so. That is the four most common uses of the coordinating conjunction. All right. So when it comes to also our little additional things to go, oopsie, coordinating conjunction. Remember we said that we use the word and is to connect the words, it's to connect the phrases and sentences that go together, right? Or that are alike. For example, my sister is going to France and Spain this summer. And if we use the word and, right, we said and is specifically used to connect the words, the phrases, and sentences. It's like and. It's almost like saying this and that. It's like adding in something extra. That is what and is, right? It's connecting. Now we use the word but, and we use the word but to show a contrast. So we use the word but, and we use the word but to show a contrast. So we said we have but, and but shows a contrast. And if we look at an example, right, of how we can use our coordinating conjunction, but it says my brother loves apples, but he hates apple pie. Then we have also or. How do we use or? It says you can finish your homework now or you can finish it later. It's almost like you have a choice, doing it now or doing it later. choice. That is what or means. Or is like saying you have a choice. All right. Remember, we said we have and, which is almost like you're adding something. Then we have but, it's almost like showing a contrast. Then we have or, right? And or is almost like showing a choice, this or that. Then we have so, and so we use so to tell that something happens because of something else. That is so. Something happens because of something else. All right. So now let's use our, remember when we use our coordinating conjunction, we either need to add, it means we need to add it, not just underline or circle, we're going to add either and, but, or so. I would buy Mr. Ching's book. It's not in stores yet. What coordinating conjunction are we going to put over there? I would like, I would buy Mr. Ching's book. It is not in stores yet. So we can say, yes, well done. So I would buy Mr. Ching's book, but, well done, but it's not in stores yet. So it's almost like, why are you not buying it? Because it's not in stores yet. So well done. That is correct. But is correct. All right, let's look at the next one. I have a sore throat. It hurts to swallow. I have a sore throat. It hurts to swallow. All right. I have a sore throat. It hurts to swallow. Do we say and it hurts to swallow? So it hurts to swallow, but all right. And yeah, we say we're gonna use so. All right, let's go to our test. So here we know about the test, right? We need to use, remember when we use, we are choosing the correct. We need to choose the coordinating conjunction that will be added to that sentence to show that it is complete. Rake the leaves from the lawn. So use a blower instead? Or do we say rake the leaves from the lawn or use a blower instead? We need to complete the sentence with the best coordinating conjunction. Is it option one, so, or option two, or? All right. So we need to either rake the leaves from the lawn or, yes, well done. Option two, or use a blower instead. Well done. We can't say so. Or it's like a choice that you have. It's either you need to rake it or you need to use the blower. One of that two. The next one says, she will talk to us about honesty. She will talk to us about honesty. So, good manners. Or do we say, she will talk to us about honesty and good manners? All right. Do we say so or do we say and? All right. And if we were to choose the correct option, we will say she will talk to us about honesty and good manners, meaning that she's not just talking about honesty, but she's also talking about good manners. So well done. The next one is the climate is hot at the Grand Canyon. So take plenty of water, or do we say the climate is hot at the Grand Canyon, or take plenty of water? So the climate is hot at the Grand Canyon. Do we say so take plenty of water, or do we say or take plenty of water? So or. Which one is correct? The climate is hot, so take plenty of water, or do we say or take plenty of water? And if we were to choose the correct option, then yes, we will choose option one. So you need to take water. So since it is hot, you need to take water. Will you eat corned beef? Will you eat corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day? Or do we say option two, which is will you eat corned beef but cabbage on St. Patrick's Day? What is our correct coordinating conjunction? Is it option one and or option two but? All right, so we will say, will you eat corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day? So, yes, well done. And option one is correct. Mrs. Zimmerman teaches history. Do we say, and she would rather teach English? So, Mrs. Zimmerman teaches history. She's a history teacher. All right, so we say Mrs. Zimmerman teaches history, but, yes, well done, but she would rather teach English, meaning that she doesn't want to teach history anymore. She wants to now teach English. All right, let's do the last one. It says a baby kangaroo grows. Do we say so eats in its mother's pouch, or do we say and eats in its mother's pouch? So baby kangaroo grows so, or do we say and eats in its mother's pouch or pooch? Which one is correct? This is the last one. Do we say so, or do we say and? So, or do we say and? All right, so we say baby kangaroo grows and it eats in its mother's pooch. So well done. All right, so this is the end of our lesson on coordinating conjunctions. We said coordinating conjunctions, it joins words, sentences, and as well as phrases. And our most common coordinating conjunctions are words like and, but, or, and so. All right, so this is the end of our lesson on coordinating conjunction. Thank you very much for joining the class. Thank you for interacting, and I really hope you're going to have a good day further. Goodbye.